Hey, in this video, we'll see how we can merge two tables in a Dataflow Gen2 and then write those specific queries or tables to a lakehouse destination. Now, these are like very crucial steps for the overall architecture which we are setting up. So let's start by looking at our both the tables around here. And what we want to achieve from here is we want to create a single locations table from these two different queries. But is it really needed? Imagine making a signature dish. So you must combine the right apple from one supplier, right type of flour from another, and you must blend the best from each supplier to create something new. Now, joining these tables with an inner join is something which we will be doing here as well, so that as you combine specific ingredients, you make the best selling pie out of it. So let's work on setting up our new table. So what we will be doing is we will be merging our tables using the diagram view. So now to merge the tables, we can start by navigating to the view tab in the top ribbon. And from there, you can select the diagram view toggle. In this view, you will see that there are two tables represented in a visual interface. So let's start working on this one now. So you can click on the ellipsis in the top right corner of the state provinces table and select merge queries as new. From there, you can select state province ID from this table, and from the second drop down, select the application cities. You can select state province ID and join the field. For this type of join, we will use the inner join. All right. And now at this point, your diagram view should show the two application tables merging into the merge table. Now right click this new table, rename it, maybe type locations and press enter. In the table preview at the bottom, you can expand the contents as well by clicking this button and unchecking the state province ID, as this might result in a duplicate column, right? So once I click OK, you can also reorganize the columns by moving the city field or the city ID field to the initial. Okay, I think we're all set here. Again, you have to finalize this, you can expand the queries on the left and disable staging for the locations table as well. What we have to do is we have to write it to our destination, because now that the transformation process is complete, we now have a final version of the locations table, right? So the next step would be to set up our lake house as a destination of this data flow and load this locations table in it. Now that everything is prepared, you move the chopped, measured, and sorted ingredients from the prep station, which is our Dataflow Gen2, into your main pantry, which is publishing it to the lake house. Okay, so now any chefs can grab the right ingredients without leaving their workbench. So for this, let's click on this Add Dataflow Destination. On the query settings pane, click on this plus button, select Lakehouse. Now leave the default settings as they are and just click on next. We might need to re-authenticate as the cache credentials may have expired. So you can use your org account credentials and re-authenticate. Now once that is done, navigate to your Fabric workspace, expand the folder, select the lakehouse which we have created in our earlier videos. I think it was labeled as Bronze Lakehouse. Click Next. Give a name to your table. You can untoggle the use automatic settings at the top, just ensuring that the replace is selected, and click on Save Settings. So what this will do is, this will ensure that the data is always replaced in this lakehouse. And once you click the Publish button, it will initiate the loading of the locations table from your data flow into the lakehouse destination. Now, once this publishing process begins, you'll see two different symbols. The first loading symbol would be something like a swirl, which should be like fairly very quick, and that basically indicates that the metadata of the data flow is being saved right now. Now, you may also notice other artifacts appear in your workspace during this process, which are like temporary and will automatically disappear upon the completion of this step. The second swirl represents the execution of the data flow. So after it finishes, it navigates to the lakehouse where you should now see your locations table under the table section of the Lakehouse Explorer. Now you can click on the table to preview this data. And once this is done, you should be able to see your table and the data which is loaded in your Lakehouse. So that's it for this video. Hope you like what you see. Hit subscribe and do share in the comments what data sources your organization usually struggles to connect with, and I would be happy to answer your queries. Thank you.